New fallout after this dramatic video of a pregnant woman handcuffed at gunpoint in front of her young children.
You make any movement, that'll be your last mistake you're gonna make.
Now, Ebony Washington speaking about the traffic stop. Plus, what's next for the deputy and what the sheriff's department is saying. Veronica, now we're going to turn to the fallout from a pregnant Florida mother handcuffed at gunpoint by a sheriff's deputy during a traffic stop as her 3 children watched. The deputy has resigned. TJ Holmes joins us with more about what happened and how the sheriff is responding this morning, TJ.
And Trey, look, we have talked right here plenty of times, showing almost seemed like countless videos of police interactions with citizens that escalate to the point even with deadly consequences. So in the video you're about to see of this interaction, it's the citizen, the pregnant mother, who takes on the role of having to de-escalate a situation, and she's doing this while a screaming officer has his gun pointed at her.
You make any movement, that'll be your last mistake you're gonna make.
A Florida sheriff's deputy has resigned after body cam video released over the weekend shows him draw his gun on a pregnant mom during a traffic stop.
You don't know how a traffic stop works?
Bradford County Sheriff's Deputy Jacob Dessous handcuffed Ebony Washington, her 3 young kids watching from inside the car. Washington tells them to keep recording. This all started Friday evening when Dessous blared his sirens on a dark rural road, signaling Washington to pull over for speeding. After driving about a mile farther to the next gas station, she tries to explain she'd done so in order to be in a better lit area. The body cam video shows her exiting her car with her hands up.
The reason why I did not stop is because I'm in the middle of nowhere and my husband tell me.
I don't care about why. Just shut up.
Yes, sir.
About the why.
Yes, sir.
Don't care about the why.
But I let him know I'm pregnant, sir. I'm 4 months pregnant, because I felt like how hard he pulled me that he would actually throw me to the ground.
In an ABC News exclusive with her daughters, Washington says she knew her decisions in that moment were critical.
I didn't give him a reason for him to harm me in front of my children, and so my calmness really just came in because I was afraid for my life.
I was really scared for my mom, and I didn't know what they were going to do to her.
Washington's husband believes the officer's reaction went well beyond what was necessary.
She was treated as though she was a terrorist, for simply not pulling over within the time frame the officer believed that she should have.
Bradford County Sheriff Gordon Smith tells ABC News he's disappointed this happened, and we don't deal with black and white, we deal with right and wrong. The sheriff says Washington did exactly the right thing.
She explains to him, she's flashing lights to get to a lit area. Okay, well, that's what I want my wife to do. That's what I want my daughter to do. That's what I want my neighbor to do if you feel unsafe.
Washington's attorney now vows to pursue any avenue to prevent this type of thing from happening to others.
How law enforcement is supposed to react on a speeding ticket, but we see it more and more, and usually it involves stereotype. Usually it involves, racial injustice.
And although she says she was terrified, this mom wanted to send a message.
I'm not that type of person. I'm an educated woman, and so I felt like I needed to loosen that stereotype that may have been in their head.
We have reached out to that Deputy Dessous. We did not hear back. And there's no shortage of stories out there of people impersonating police officers, pulling people over. That's led to assaults and death. This is what people might recommend that your loved ones do. You pull over somewhere safe. Police themselves.
The sheriff said it.
Recommend you do this for the sheriff's deputy safety and for the citizen's safety. And you said it. We were talking. She put her hazards on. She wasn't speeding. She gave the indication that she was not fleeing.
And she kept calm. It was the officer, as you said, who was escalating the situation.
And we don't know what was going on with him, Robin, but didn't hit in that video. As soon as he put his lights on, you could hear him screaming to the loudspeaker. He says, "Pull over or I will put you down." That was one of the first things he said to this citizen. So before she even had a chance to do anything to upset him, he approached with that type of demeanor. So maybe this is, again, a lesson for us all, but a training lesson for officers as well.
No doubt. Thank you, TJ.